So moving forward, what is risk sharing? But before I give you the definition of risk sharing, let me discuss the context that led us to come up with risk sharing and the risk sharing approach, methodologies, framework. Traditionally, risk management in humanitarian sectors has been managed in silos. What does that mean? That means every organization in the delivery chain, whether it's a donor, NGO, national NGO, UN agency, usually focus in managing their own risks in an independent manner. So this usually leads to a risk transfer. This risk transfer happens between the INGO and national NGOs in a downward manners, typically into a local actors who may have fewer resources to manage them effectively. What does this create? This creates something called power imbalances, which ultimately cause risks to disrupt the aid delivery to affected communities. So this is basically why we came up with risk sharing, which if we go to the coming slide, we can see what risk sharing definition is. And before I get to the definition, allow me to tell you that in general, risk sharing is simply a collaborative approach that ensure that risks are distributed in an equitable manner across the humanitarian delivery chain. Instead of one organization bearing all the full weight of financial, operational, and compliance risks, actors work together here to manage risks in a collective manner. So if we can see here, it is a reasonable sharing of the burden of preventive and reasonable sharing responsibility for materializing risks. This is the simple definition of risk sharing. Organizations come up together with an ideas and actions how to prevent such risks of happening. Okay, what if does that risk materialize? We also discussed the plans how to collectively work together in order for us to manage those materialized risks. So why is risk sharing important? Simply, first of all, it enhances the collaboration across the humanitarian sectors between different actors in the delivery chain, which is very important as we are working together. We are not working actually in silos, although everyone has its own activities, but after all, if you look at it, it's basically difficult to do one organization jobs without working closely with the other actors within the delivery chain. The second thing, it prevents risk concentration on one actor, usually the implementing partner, the national actor, which usually have this kind of risk concentration, as I have mentioned in explaining the context of risk sharing. Improving service delivery to affected population. This is why all these things is about. It's about enhancing the delivery to affected population, enhancing the quality of the delivery, and this will not be happening while we are managing risks in silos. The grand bargain and risk sharing, that's where we came. The first time we heard about risk sharing, it was 2016, and it was among the commitments for localization, and finally recognizing that traditional risk management approaches are failing, and we have mentioned that they cause the power imbalances which impact the service delivery to affected population. So this is a quick introduction of risk sharing, and moving forward we will discuss more about the principles of risk sharing. There are 8 principles and they are coming in the coming slides. See you on the coming video.